In this, no voice again. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the primary benefits for myself of having developed and grown a more regulated nervous system, which is to say, like, generally being more calm and relaxed and present and at ease, like in my physical body. And that benefit is that I am better at responding to life and things that happen to me, things I experience, rather than reacting to those things. And I'm looking at this metal puzzle toy. I don't think this one's gonna happen. Marty is gonna lock it in L for today. But it looks interesting, and I wonder what the text there says. Sure. Okay, so, yeah, in other videos I've talked about ways that for myself I have practiced like becoming more comfortable in my body. And then, and so in this one is more about the why, or like, so what, like for what benefit. So for myself, I define responding to things as a mode that's intentional, it's grounded, it's like sovereign, it's like a choice I'm making, as opposed to reacting, which is more unconscious. It's not very well thought out. It can be quick or immediate in a bad way because there's not an awareness of like the whole environment. Like someone says something, I immediately say something else. That's reacting. If I don't take the time and thought to really take in what they say, so I can more consciously respond with something that's true and certain, as opposed to just reacting with some default scripts or something to please them, or something that just like removes some internal buildup of pressure in like my nervous system. Yeah, like the whole way this is achieved is through nervous system regulation, which is to say, with anything I experience, I can handle anything as long as my nervous system, my physical body, can handle it. I'm thinking of this image I see online sometimes of, there's this guy, like this monk guy, I think he's sitting on the ground, and he's on fire. But you can tell he's just like calm and sitting and cross-legged. That guy has a crazy, relaxed or strong or capable nervous system to handle being on fire. Mine's nowhere close to that, but that's an example of, any of us would naturally react to being set on fire, like, run around and find a body of water or shake it, or, seek help, or, whatever is the obviously natural reaction to that. But somehow this guy is such a developed nervous system that he can be on fire and just be with that. I guess I want to clarify that we can avoid reacting to things by being numb, like frozen, or just like, like there's a dysregulation from like not even noticing things coming into our lives. Like if someone yells at me and I'm just like so disassociated that I'm afraid of like being with them in that yelling, I could like go numb and just like kind of tune them out. So I avoid reacting to them, but I'm not responding either, because if I had the capacity to be relaxed and like the impact of being yelled at, I could, take a breath, feel grounded in my body, and then respond to what they're saying, which I can't do if I'm numb and dissociated and not present with whatever's happening. Yeah. Responding rather than reacting allows me to make like better, more intelligent decisions. Yeah. I want to have great examples for you from like my personal life. But for this one's nothing's coming to mind right now. That's okay. Yeah, there's something around like being in the world for myself. Like I want to be myself and not just like be a mirror to other people. So again, with that yelling example, like for a lot of people, if you're getting yelled at, there's a temptation to like just yell back. Like it's a lot of energy being thrown at me, so I'll just like put it back towards them, like a little kind of thing. And that's a reaction where I wouldn't yell in the first place. I wouldn't just proactively yell at someone. So I'm only yelling because they yell at me first. So it's not my natural behavior. It's just a reaction to that stimulus of receiving that yelling energy. Yeah, and again, like responding, like being grounded in my nervous system, lets me not have to immediately, do anything about that experience of being yelled at. Yeah, so responding rather than reacting also fosters connection, where I can show someone like my authentic response to any situation, and not just give some default script of, the unconscious thing. And so they get to know me better, they see like who I actually am, as opposed to like, what my frantic nervous system might need me to do to take care of myself. So when someone gets to see me for myself and who I truly am and not just giving an unconscious immediate reaction to something, they know me better. They can decide they want more of me in their life or the same or less or whatever. And it's all possible because by responding, I show them who I am. And when I'm reacting, I show them this like rehearsed or defensive, what's the word? Unsafe. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like reacting is like a way to immediately find safety, whereas responding means that I fundamentally just kind of always feel safe physically in my body. Yeah. There's something with ease as well. Like a reaction is a kind of attempt to like cling on to ease or like find ease immediately. Whereas responding, like that process, just like receiving some stimulus and not having to immediately give a reaction. The responding mode, like for me, like allows for a comfort with like dis-ease, like, oh, this person's mad at me, or oh, this is a kind of chaotic situation I'm suddenly in, maybe like in a public place. There could be danger or uncertainty or unsafety potentially, but knowing like I can look around and notice what's all happening here and decide for myself like what is my preferred response. That all shows like an ability, like an embodied ability to be okay with like, a lack of ease, like some temporary potential discomfort or chaos. Because like in my body, I'm okay. So it's okay that like externally things may not be okay in any given moment. There's another benefit to responding over reacting in interpersonal connections, like if you're close with a family member or a friend or a romantic partner. Like they can sometimes come at me with like a big strong emotion. Kind of already covered this like with the yelling example, but if someone throws like big emotional energy at me, like a sadness or anger or like, oh, this person sucks and here's why, blah, blah, blah. Like the reaction might be for me to like agree, like, oh yeah, that person sucks. Yeah, I'm like giving them back the same energy they give to me. Like, let's commiserate about how person sucks. That's not really like my authentic expression. So the reaction would just be to agree and placate them by affirming the person sucks story. But my response would probably be more like to listen and maybe be curious around what makes them suck, or if they've tried to address the person sucking. Yeah, like my response is not to like immediately just validate that story. That's just not my way of being. And so I can only access my true response around like maybe more curiosity or just listening without having to say anything about it, without affirming them, because I'm not reacting to their story. I just get to receive it, feel into how that feels for me to hear that story, and then say whatever's authentically true in that moment. Yeah. So that's why it's been great for me to find ways to enjoy being in my body, give priority to like embodiment. For me, this has developed over the past few years. I just feel like a lot more sovereign in my life, like being fully responsible and like owning everything I say and do, even when it's unfortunate or causes like rupture, because I know like I'm okay in my body. I can handle fundamentally anything. What's the worst that could happen? Maybe I die. That's okay. So it's just a really wonderful mode of existence for me. And I encourage you to feel into how you respond versus react in different situations in life. Maybe be curious about if you always react to, I don't know, like someone crying or someone needing you to do something urgently. Like, just notice like, oh, I always react to sudden deadlines or like sudden shouts or whatever it may be. And be curious about if there's a way you can respond instead. Yeah. All right. This has been day 25 of vlogging every day in April. Thank you for watching and listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.